Hello, I run the third year special subject, the Westminster Files Perspectives on British Government since 1914. So if you're interested in maybe a career in public policy or working in the civil service, then this is a course which might well be of interest to you. So rather than looking at the kind of conventional political history, which is focused around the histories of particular British governments or political parties and looking at them in a chronological perspective, what we're interested in doing in this course is looking at a whole wide range of themes in terms of how Britain has been governed as a nation over the last 100 years or so. So one week we might look at something like women in politics and the civil service. Another week we might look about debates about whether we can characterise Britain as a welfare state or a warfare state. And then in other weeks we look at things like the powers of the Prime Minister and how those have changed over time, and debates about the role of the cabinet in government, or the particular cultures of departments such as the Treasury and the Foreign Office. Okay, so that's a bit of a sense of what we do. How do we do it? So as well as the kind of conventional types of sources that you'll be used to, such as using historical articles and primary sources, we also use a lot of sources which have been produced by organisations that we've worked with in the past, such as the Institute for Government and History and Policy, and we do a number of exercises which give you an insight into the life of the civil service. And those are based on exercises that myself and Richard Toy have organised with civil servants over recent years. So, for example, in some weeks we ask you to imagine that you're giving evidence to a government select committee, and you need to think about the particular organisation that you're representing and their objectives. You might also be asked to do exercises where you are imagining that you're a civil servant who is responding to a particular historical crisis, and we get you to think about the types of action planning which civil servants do. So if you're interested in public policy in general, that might well be of interest to you. Obviously, government is always required to deal with a number of ongoing issues as they may arise, such as the current health crisis. Civil service has expanded quite significantly in numbers as a response to Brexit since 2016. So this is a time in which kind of interest in public policy and civil service careers is really expanding. If you're interested a bit more in terms of what we do, I organised an event with two former students in about this time last year, which is available via YouTube and the Ellie page for Westminster. It's HIH 3216, and there we talk a bit about thinking about careers in government and the civil service. So, as I say, there's an active Ellie page if you want to kind of get a bit of more sense about what we do. Also, feel free to email me as well. Thank you.